Hey guys, Mizzy here with Veetrex, and today we will be talking about PT. So Veetrex, take it from here.
कर लेता हूँ मैं आपको. What's up, everyone? This is Veetrex bringing you podcast episode number 6, the number one podcast in Pakistan. Or maybe not. Today we have our usual guest, Mizzy, and today we're going to talk about Silent Hills and what's going on lately with Silent Hills. Because as you guys may have heard, Silent Hill was reportedly being developed for the Xbox One, and Microsoft was about to purchase the Silent Hill franchise. But recently, we got an announcement from Phil Spencer himself saying that he is not involved. So we're going to talk about that first. And after this, we're going to talk about E3 predictions, like what do Mizzy and I think about E3, and what will be announced at E3. And later, we'll be talking about price drops, like Xbox One had a price drop. Everyone knows that it's now $350 and pounds. I don't know it's about pound, but $350. But PlayStation 4, I'm sorry, is still stuck at $399. So that's our number third topic. So first of all, we're going to be talking about Silent Hills, and nobody is going to be better at talking about Silent Hills than Mizzy. Mizzy, you're up first.
Well, nobody knows the actual reason behind its cancellations. Every single video I have watched about PT is just some guy giving his theory on the game's cancellation. So we can only speculate like the rest of the guys, and even if we make a video about its cancellation explaining how it actually got cancelled, Konami will basically take our video down through DMC notice, which is a really shitty move right now because it's pissing a lot of people, and Konami is already talking about moving to the mobile platform, which actually make no sense. So
But Mizzy, sorry to cut here, but I think Silent Hill was cancelled because Kojima was about to be fired from Konami, and actually Kojima was playing a great role in Silent Hill's production, so that's why it was being cancelled. I think, and majority of our guys think that.
well, Kojima had his own creative differences, and I think those differences were the cause of him being fired from Konami in the first place. Or there is also a theory that back in 2011, Guillermo del Toro was already working on a project called Insane. And I've actually watched the trailer, and all the assets used in the trailer match 40% of the assets that were put into PT. So this is just my theory that after THQ got bankrupt, there was none to publish Guillermo del Toro games, so it was left in the dark. What if Konami would have approached Guillermo del Toro and would have asked him to bring his unfinished game to the studio, and they worked on it, and the PT demo is basically the whole Insane game that is remastered in the Fox engine. And in the end, when it came to finishing the game, they would have ran out of ideas, and Kojima would have raised his voice against the boss, ending with him being fired and the project being cancelled in the first place. Or it could be just because Kojima always bashes every single country he sees offensive. For example, he bashes Pakistan for no reason. If you want examples, play Metal Gear Solid Vengeance, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and many more Metal Gear Solid games, because in every single one of them I have seen him bashing Pakistan for no reason. So that would have been the reason of his being fired from Konami. But still, if Microsoft comes out at E3 and says they are making the game and they want it to come out on Xbox One, I think that one will be the big guns for Xbox One. But still,
And
there
nobody
is
knows
another
why.
copycat of PT that is coming on the PC, so that's a
The
good news.
Allison Road, yeah, that this game looks awesome, to be honest.
If Phil Spencer invites Hideo Kojima to work at Microsoft Studios with him in creating great games, exclusive game for the Xbox One, so that's it for Sony right there. I mean, Phil Spencer is known for working on great game titles for Sony, such as the Metal Gear Solid. It later came out in 2011 or 2008 for the Xbox One, but before that, Hideo Kojima is known for creating great games for the PlayStation platform. So if Phil Spencer invites Hideo Kojima and gives him his own team at Microsoft Studio, I think that will be a great news and a new start for Hideo Kojima in creating great games for the Xbox One platform.
Like they developed Forza 5 and Sunset Overdrive and other games in conjunction with other studios, but they produce good games. So that's pretty much it for the first topic. Let us know in the comment section why you guys think Silent Hills got cancelled and why Kojima got fired. So let's start with the second topic, E3 predictions. Well, my E3 first prediction is Xbox One Slim. It's because, guys, I think it's almost a year now, I'm hearing Xbox One Slim's rumors. Like, we know Xbox One Slim is in development because Microsoft had an agreement with AMD that they'll get cheaper parts, better hardware, cheaper hardware, and like 20 millimeter processors. So I think maybe it's just a maybe. It's not even 50%. Maybe we'll see an Xbox One Slim, but definitely we are seeing Xbox One new controller. And actually, it's the same controller, but it's a new controller with a 3.5 millimeter jack, the covert ops controllers. So that's a good thing for
And
Xbox
that's
fans.
it. It only
And
has
that's it. Yeah, it's only
it
has a
only has a
3.5 millimeter.
3.5 millimeter port, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
it.
newest thing and the most innovative thing about the Xbox One
No, I
controller.
think it's good because if they release a new controller and I don't have that controller or somebody doesn't have the new controller, that means they are at a disadvantage because the other guy has a better controller.
It's
I
like
think.
it's like the Wii U thing. First they release a big ass tablet and then they say, "Oh, sorry about that.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
releasing a new controller, so you can play better games at it." Like seriously.
But anyway, guys, a new controller is guaranteed with a 3.5 millimeter jack. You won't have to, use that proprietary port for headsets. So that's good. The second E3 prediction will be from Mizzy's side. Mizzy, take it away.
My prediction on E3 prediction is that Oculus Rift support will come to the Xbox One and PS4.
What about HoloLens? I think we'll see some HoloLens too on E3.
Microsoft did said HoloLens will be supported on the Xbox One.
For Minecraft, seriously, I don't even play
Well, they
Minecraft.
can innovate Minecraft and other games already, but hear me out. If no, that's not gonna
Hashtag
happen.
if they release Oculus. Hashtag when they release
Well, they will show a little bit
Oculus.
tech demo, or they will give some
Hashtag.
details on the E3. Its support will come to the Xbox One and the PS4 because Microsoft did talk about third-party peripherals support on the Xbox One.
Say, what about DirectX 12? Will we see some DirectX 12 on E3?
Seriously, nobody at this point, no one cares about DirectX 12. We all know that's not gonna make a big change in the whole gaming on Xbox One or the PC.
But still, it will make some pretty significant differences in
Like
terms of
what?
resolution.
Like what?
Like in terms of
Yeah.
resolution. No, I think it'll be enough to get the Xbox One to 1080p instead of 900p. I think frames per second is more important than resolution, but still, some people like 1080p. Look what Destiny app is offering 1080p and still 30 frames per second. Like, seriously, I still have another E3 prediction, which is Black Ops 3 gameplay footage. Because in the last E3, we saw some advanced warfare footage, and I think Treyarch will show some advanced Black Ops 3 footage again. Not again, but on E3 they'll show some single player campaign stuff. What do you think?
Well, it is obvious they will show some gameplay footage about it because they have said that a beta will be coming after E3 or before E3. So, if they are going to show a gameplay, then obviously it will the beta will come after the E3.
Mm.
So,
Say, what about Sony? What will they release? What do you think will they release?
at this point, I have no idea.
They are not releasing any new IP. That's what Andrew House said. Like in an interview yesterday or the day after, before yesterday, he said it himself that 2015 is not a year for exclusives. Like he said it himself.
Well, who knows? He comes out and says PT is coming back to the PS4. Okay, so my last prediction is a new portable PlayStation gaming device. Like seriously, the Vita flopped really badly. No games came out on it except for JRPG or some remastered version of the older games like the Mortal Kombat or the Killzone Shadowfall or the Vita is good at cross-playing. It's better than the OnLive. It streams very good games on the mobile devices or the PS Vita. So they might introduce a new gaming handheld gaming consoles better than the Vita. So that's a good thing for Sony if they announce it. But who knows?
My last E3 prediction is we'll get to see Xbox One's direct Windows 10 interface. Like we know it's coming this year. Windows 10 is coming this year. So definitely, most probably we'll get to see the interface of the new Windows 10 on Xbox this E3. So let's move on to the last topic, which is price drops. Will there be a price drop on the PS4? I think most probably Sony will cut down the price to $350 or even $299. Maybe that's not a guaranteed, but maybe it could be a possibility that they might reduce it to $299. What do you think, Mizzy?
Well, Microsoft and Sony are planning on releasing the newest APUs that will be more efficient and will cost less in producing and manufacturing the chips. So I think if the slimmer version, if they roll out this new APU on the slimmer version of their console, it might get a price drop, and we will see the newest Xbox at around about 295 and the Sony at about 280 without the whole camera thing.
Not about 295, like it's about 300 or 350. I think it'll be 350 because the Xbox One is already 350. So why not the PlayStation 4?
Well, downsizing the chip on the APU might affect the price of the console, and Xbox is already thinking about selling more units and outselling the PS4.
It did outsell the PlayStation 4 in April.
Well, if Sony announces a new price drop at E3, then PS4 might outsell the Xbox One again.
Again, yeah, maybe. But we'll just see about that. So what do you think? Will the Xbox One get another price drop to around $300?
It might. Like,
I don't think so because it's already down to 350. Like, come on. Let's wrap it up.
thanks for watching this video, guys. Hit that like button and share this video with your friends, and do tell us in the comment section which topics do you want us guys to discuss on our next podcast. Until then, stay classy, keep gaming, and see you on the next podcast. Peace.